Hey everybody, my name is John McElroy. I'm the president and CEO of CaptainSpeak and also the newly appointed president of the SEAREY Flight Instructors Association. And I want to have a quick talk with you about what's going on regarding instruction in the SEAREY aircraft platform. We've done some interesting things to tighten up the standardization of instruction that's being presented to owners and operators of both the classic SEAREY experimental versions, as well as the experimental Light Sport LSX and the certified SLSA elites and things that are coming off the factory at Progressive Aerodyne. So why is it important for you to understand something that's happening sort of behind the scenes with flight instructing? The reason is it brings into focus the need for standardization of training elements that are being presented to you as a student. Even we as flight instructors have to be a student at some time, usually during our recurrent training. But the point is that as a student or an instructor or an instructor, what we've done is put together a SEAREY Flight Instructors Association. It's an official LLC incorporated in the state of Maryland, of which there are 3 board members, the president and the secretary and treasurer, as well as a secretary job that is done by, I'm the president, Helen Woods is the vice president, Don Laughlin, while not acting in an executive capacity, is definitely on the board of directors to guide how we're going to operate the syllabus and the training standardization. So what does this mean for you? Well, as many of you know, it's very tough to get a certified flight instructor that can actually talk about what it's like to fly specifically in the SEAREY platform. What we've done is we've brought along some of the folks that have an interest in taking a certified airplane and becoming flight instructors in that aircraft. And it's not for everybody. Anybody who's flown a SEAREY knows that the special characteristics of SEAREYs, while easy to fly in some realms, are take a special touch in others. And so you just can't take anybody's word for, hey, I've got experience in float planes and I can teach you in your SEAREY. What you get in that instance is you get two new guys that don't know anything about what's happening trying to figure it out, and that's always a recipe for disaster. And we see that over and over again. So in order to prevent the injury to yourself or to others, as well as damage to your airplane or to anything else for that matter, we've developed a standard syllabus that in the future instruction will be guided by those elements in that syllabus. So you'll see right now we have 7 flight instructors as of July of 2015. There are 7 certified SEAREY Flight Instructor Association instructor members. The factory, Progressive Aerodyne, is the backer for factory authorized training providers. If you're not a member of the SEAREY Flight Instructor Association, the factory is not going to back you in terms of giving instruction in SEAREY aircraft. They know and have handed off the responsibility for training to the SEAREY Flight Instructor Association and its member instructors to provide you what they know is going to be the best of class instruction in SEAREY aircraft. That's what you want to watch for. Now, in the future, you'll see additional pilots who, as they gain experience as pilots in command and achieve instructor status, you'll see those instructors become association instructor members and subsequently factory authorized instruction providers. Are you following along? I think you're getting the picture. What is any of this good for? Well, let me tell you, it really comes down to availability of insurance markets. And in the future, if you wanted to buy an SLSA, there's now financing available. It really has to do with the money. Not so long ago, we were looking at one insurance provider, and they were almost about to go out of the insurance market for SEAREY aircraft. They weren't interested in it because of the high rates of incidents and accidents. Now, because of the way that we approached them with the idea of standardized training through the association and the backing of the factory, we've been able to convince 2 other additional markets to come on to aviation risks with the SEAREY platform. So U.S. Specialty, USAIG, and Star Aviation Insurance as providers of insurance for SEAREY aircraft, whether it's an experimental or an SLSA or an ELSX. So you can see that as we grow in the evolution from experimental into the certified world, things had to change with regard to people who were going to back us up. And that's why we created the association. The bottom line for you is, you don't want to get instruction from anybody else that isn't familiar and expert in SEAREY flight training. You're not going to be able to obtain insurance, which I recommend, without having gotten instruction using the syllabus that's provided by the SEAREY Flight Instructors Association. Those association instructors are backed by the factory as factory authorized instructors to give dual instruction in SEAREYs. We'll inform you as the days go along and we're in our first year of completion, who those additional instructors are. But when it comes to insurance risks and maybe having the backing of a financial instrument when you go to get a loan to purchase a brand new LSA, say maybe this summer in Oshkosh, you go and you put down your name and you get a delivery slot, and now you're going to take delivery of a SEAREY. You're going to have the backing of excellent insurance quality paper underneath of that loan, as well as the ability to obtain specific specialized SEAREY instruction from a factory authorized SEAREY Flight Instructor Association member instructor. I know that's a mouthful, but the bottom line is there are certain people who are the ones that you want to go to get dual instruction from. So it's not the only way to do it. I get it. There's some other ways, but we are moving out of the days of our past where just anybody could give dual and pat you on the back and send you off down the road. We are done with those days because we have seen the result of inappropriate or inadequate instruction given by unqualified individuals. What we're moving to in the future is ensuring that you are dealing with someone who's working through a standard set of syllabus criteria for dual instruction given, as well as a highly experienced pilot that specializes in SEAREY instruction, that understands the subtleties of the high performance nature. Remember, when you give up performance, you gain stability. But in the case of a SEAREY, since we've given up stability, we've got a whole bunch of performance, and you better have somebody that knows what they're doing with all that performance and teaches you what's going on. So that's it. I hope you have an understanding of the SEAREY Flight Instructors Association, the instructor members underneath of that association, and understand that Progressive Aerodyne is backing up the SEAREY Flight Instructors Association as their preferred training provider for SEAREY aircraft. The insurance marketplace is recognizing you as a qualified student because you've worked with the factory and a SEAREY Flight Instructor Association member instructor, and with that you get quality insurance backing up perhaps a financial loan instrument. But really what it is about ensuring that your safety is intact, you know exactly what you're doing, and you've got financial instruments to back it up, and that all of that's going to work. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your attention, and I look forward to seeing you out in the training field in the practice area. Safe flying, everybody.